Welcome to another episode of Chasing Perspectives. My name is Elijah, and on this episode, we go tropical. But before anything, let's roll that intro. And we are back from that very beautiful, breathtaking, time-consuming, petrol-draining cinematic sequence. I hope you guys love that. That is something new that I'm trying. Leave a comment below and tell me exactly what you think about footage like that. So, I have to be honest with you guys. We're not going tropical per se. The theme is tropical. The reason why I say we are going tropical today for this episode has everything to do with a client arriving late to set, having the whole crew there, and coming up with ideas on the fly. Let me explain. You know that moment when you get money? You know when you just get that SMS out the blue that basically tells you that, hey, you have a license to spend right now. I mean, that feeling that you get when you get paid, that feeling. I mean, before you start thinking about the fact that you're an adult and that money has to go to something called bills, but before that, before all that, when the world is nice and it's perfect and it's sunny because you have money, that feeling, I want you to keep that feeling in mind. Keep it in mind for 2 seconds. And that's exactly how I felt, especially around the circumstances of this shoot and this episode coming together. Let me explain even further. In the photography and media profession, we often get to this bittersweet point where everyone is on set and the client isn't. It's bittersweet simply because you are there on set and you are ready to shoot, but you've got nothing to shoot. That's exactly what happened to me. We got to set, and while we were on set, the client called us and said, hey, I'm gonna be late, I'm delayed. So I was like, okay, yeah, there's really nothing we can do except just sit here. And personally, I'm uncomfortably allergic to boredom, especially on set. So I was just looking around and I saw everyone just sitting there on their phones and I just couldn't take it. I looked at their faces, right? And I could see the time just draining away from them second by second, and it was killing me. So I came up with an idea, and the idea was, hey guys, how about we shoot to pass the time, which was gonna help the whole scenario simply because the team's morale was gonna go up, energy levels were gonna go up, everyone was gonna have something to do to pass the time, and it was gonna be amazing because we're gonna get extra shots, especially for the makeup artist and the models and myself for all of our portfolios. I got everyone excited, right? Everyone is ready and they wanna shoot. But a question then popped up. What exactly are we going to shoot, Elijah? And yeah, I didn't really think that far. I just wanted to shoot. So I started looking around, and as I looked around, I noticed palm leaves and sunlight streaming through the canopy of leaves above, and the location itself actually gave me an idea. It almost felt like it was talking to me. It almost felt like the location was in my ear, whispering, saying, hey, why don't you go tropical. So that's how we got to going tropical. I know it was like a really long explanation, but trust me, it gets better. Especially right after this part of me talking, it gets really, really good. So the idea was to use the location and what the location gave us to create images that didn't feel or seem like they were captured in that specific location. And that lends itself to one of the most important beliefs I have within photography and film. And that belief is use what you've got. Come up with ideas around what you've got. You don't always have to have more to create beautiful and impactful images. Filmmaking and photography is an art, and as the filmmaker and the photographer, you are the artist. There is no right way or wrong way of creating your art. So with that being said, this is exactly how the shoot went. And we are right on set. Right now I'm just talking to the two models I'm going to be shooting with, basically breaking down the idea of the tropical concept. In the first scene we're starting with Tanya. She's our first model and actually our only model. We're just doing some light tests, trying to see which light works or what type of light will work best with her in regards to moving the reflector around to get the best exposure. So this is officially the first scene. We're shooting her, doing some portraits of her face, trying to get something different, and I realized that, you know what, that branch at the back actually is going to work better than her just standing by herself. We're going to use that as a compositional element, and this is the image we got. The second scene is all about still working with the branch, but as opposed to having her in front of it or holding onto it, we want her elbows on top of it, basically creating a triangle between her arms and the branch for us to get a better close-up. Because the biggest thing for me here is her face, it's her eyes, it's how she's going to look into the camera. That's what's going to give me that very strong and impactful shot. In the third scene, we moved her to the palm leaves I initially had spoken about, and at this point in time we're doing a full body shot. So we're doing something we're doing a semi-nude shoot. So we're looking at trying to get the best composition using the leaves, using her body, and using the light that's streaming in from the back. So it's all about tweaking and understanding exactly how all these different elements can come in together to create one cohesive image that's going to stand out. In the third and final scene, we're just coming in a bit closer. Now, as opposed to going full body, we're going for a close-up so that we can really just get a bit more detail, similar to what we did initially. So the reason I'm spraying water on her is that I love the way that water looks and feels on dark skin. It really makes it pop, it makes it shine, it makes it shimmer, and it gives it a different level of reflection in regards to the way the light hits it. That's exactly why, or that's the reason why I'm consistently throwing water on her. And for this one with the close-up, I just wanted to work around this palm leaf to get something a bit different. So I just wanted to work around this palm leaf to get something a bit different, to see exactly what we can find. So it's all about just exploring her face again. It's also about exploring how we can use the different elements of the location, like I initially stated, in the shot to really try to get something different and something outstanding. And that is the end of the shoot. Thank you so much for tuning in. These are all the images that we got. If you just keep looking, they're gonna come in now. And I learned a lot from this shoot. I just basically learned that, you know what, just it's always good to just kind of look around, scope around when you've got like 2 seconds or 3 seconds to really kill. And if you've got like a team of different people who are actually willing to put in the effort and work with you. The most important thing is that you have to find what works for you and what makes you happy, and you just have to go with the different ideas that pop in your head. Exploring the ideas also always leads to different kinds of shots, different kinds of situations, and also different kinds of results. So it's always about just exploring, it's always about just interacting with the people around you, and it's also about taking a chance. I realized, and I learned as well, that taking a chance in these situations will always give you something different. So when you've got like time to spare, either before or after a shoot or a film production or whatever, and there are people around who are more than keen to work on something that's going to be a bit different, get them together and work something out. You know, find something and get something started. You might find that that one thing that you work on might just be that defining image/film that is going to push you forward to do more and be more. That's it. That's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do subscribe, please do leave a comment, and also please do click on the bell notification so that you get updated every time we post a new video. As well as if you're looking at this on Instagram, please do turn on the post notifications, please do share this in your stories, as well as please do leave a comment with your thoughts. My name is Elijah. I will see you again soon.